Hi and welcome to FTV. I'm Neil Anderson and these are the big stories making the news in the Forest this week. Sadly, more lives have been lost on the Forest roads with the deaths of Dan Hales and Alex Sims. The pair were killed on Saturday night when Alex's Renault Megane left the road and hit a tree on the A48 at Oakle Street. Alex and Dan had been on the way to a friend's house to watch the boxing. In this week's paper, their mates tell us why they will be missed so badly. Imagine the heartbreak of losing your child to drugs. Karen Whitaker has spoken to FTV about her son Tristan, who was just 27 when he died in Gloucester of a heroin overdose earlier this year. Now Karen and her husband want to raise awareness of the dangers of drugs to children and young people before more tragedies occur.
The general picture of the public that the public perceive is of a person out of control, stealing, committing crimes, looking very ill and that, but that isn't really the truth. As far as I know, Tristan wasn't heavily into heroin. I don't think he had been taking it for that long. And what happened was that the dosage was obviously too much for him, and he was gone. One morning, I dropped him off at the station, and the next morning he was dead. It's just become so accepted to dabble in drugs, and I don't think everybody who starts off experimenting a bit will go to the harder drugs. I don't believe that, but the risk is great.
It won't be Christmas behind bars for Martin Yarworth after a judge spared him from jail. The Newnham farmer has been living in a horse box for the past 6 years in protest after the bank repossessed his family home. He is due back in court in January for the next battle in his fight against council planners who have served him with an eviction notice. The brother of farmer Kate Prout, who has been missing for more than a month, has made an emotional appeal for information. Richard Wakefield spoke to FTV earlier this week.
She's greatly missed by the family, all her family and friends, and we're most distressed at the moment on Kate's disappearance. And we'd like Kate to come forward, if she's anywhere, to come forward and tell us where she is, or just tell anyone and anyone else that knows Kate, if they know where she is, to come forward and give assistance to us to where Kate is at the moment.
Does a good pie make you proud to be British? Pub landlord Phil Kiernan has launched a campaign to save the Great British Pie. Phil and his team at the Farmer's Boy Inn at Longhope have been taking samples of their famous pies out into the streets of local towns to drum up support.
We sell about a selection of 6-7 pies. It's to get people back into country pubs at the moment. We're famous for a 2-in-1 pie. It's been in the pub for about 18 years. It's homemade. It takes 8 hours to cook. And basically we've gone out onto the streets to show our people what product that we have. We've given our pies away and basically given them roasted potatoes with it, and we've had a fantastic response. And to get people, as I said, back into pubs eating great British food. That's what it is basically.
I had the mushroom steak with half a Guinness. It was actually really good. I'm not a big pie eater, but I really enjoyed it thoroughly. Yeah, I think it's a very good idea for it in pubs. Obviously with big rival companies like Greggs and things like that, obviously everyone's going to want to go for the quick and easy option, whereas obviously the pub industries do nice food.
That's all for FTV this week. For a roundup of all your local news and sport, don't forget to grab a copy of this week's Forester. And for breaking news, check out our website at thisisgloucestershire.co.uk. Thanks for watching.